really old music. We talk about what Elizabeth LaPrelle does and what the Children's Choir does and what Riley does and what's going to be happening in the Deepwater Ballad show. So tonight we have a bluegrass band with us, and bluegrass is a lot more contemporary than that old music. Bluegrass started around the late 30s and into the 40s, and you all know that Bill Monroe is usually pointed out as the father of bluegrass, and to an extent he was. He really made it shine and become what it is today. It's different from the old-time stuff. The rhythms are quicker, a lot more notey, wonderful multi-part harmonies. This band wasn't going to bring a banjo player. There's some patter this week amongst the people in the folk society about having a bluegrass band with no banjo player, but we do have a banjo player who's joining us tonight with them. So Freeman and Williams have been around a long time, done some great stuff, some great songwriting, some neat songs. They're going to sing tonight. Jeanette, Johnny Williams, Scott Freeman, and Edwin Lacey. Please welcome Freeman and Williams.
Hey, everybody. How we doing? All right. In the coal fields of West Virginia, gonna tell you a story that is true about a man they called old Wiley and the things that man would do. Now the thugs, they feared old Wiley and the shotgun by his side. He robbed a man in Ritter for $1. He took that man's life. Oh, Wiley Johnson, you better run. You better do things right. You're leaving this world. Better say your last goodbye. That's what Edwin Lacey on the banjo for y'all. Now the preacher said, oh, Wiley, why you wanna live that way? Those bad seeds that you're sowing, I'm gonna reap them one sad day. Oh, Wiley said, I just don't care, gonna do just what I please. There ain't no fired up preacher man gonna make a saint out of me. Oh, Wiley Johnson, you better run, you better do things right. You're leaving this world. Better say your last goodbye. Scott Freeman on the fiddle, on the mandolin for y'all. Along about midnight, I heard that shotgun ring. To the ground fell old Wiley and all his wicked deeds. He said, I've been a sinful man, this moonshine in my veins. Now I'm at the end of the road, I hear a funeral train. Oh, Wiley Johnson, you better run, you better do things right. You're leaving this world. Better say your last goodbye. Better say your last goodbye. Better say your last goodbye. Thank you so much. I do know the difference between a fiddle and a mandolin.
Sometimes I don't.
Sometimes you don't.
It's according to what time of
Well,
evening you're
I'll
talking
tell you
about.
what, anybody that can play them as well as you doesn't need to know the difference.
While we're tuning up, I'd like to thank Jim and Mary Balcom for hosting us this afternoon, feeding us, and it's probably the last time after they saw us eat. So, but thank you guys. We appreciate that.
You've heard of hogs to the trough. Well, we were we were oinking this afternoon, but we sure did enjoy it. Now, it's the best meal I've had in a long time. Thank you so much.
We did a song off project that Dave and myself and put off 20 some years and finally got to do it. It was released just a few months ago called Two Chairs, No Waiting. And yeah, I'm from Mount Airy, North Carolina. That might tell a little bit of that, about that. Yeah. Anyway, it's one called Forked Deer.
Thank you so very much. We'll move right along. We know y'all have got a lot of activities going on tonight, so we'll try to play as much music as we possibly can. We'll feature our lovely mandolin player here. As he mentioned, he is from, he's originally from Mount Airy, but he lives in Woodlawn, Virginia right now. And he's a super talented man, and this next song we're going to do is a song that he wrote. Am I on right? Yeah, I'm right this time, man. I can see tonight. They got good lighting in here. So how about a big hand for Mr. Scott Freeman?
In half the time it takes to cry, we finally said our last goodbye. My heart can't heal the wonder why. In half the time it takes to cry. If today is like tomorrow, I wish I'd wings so I could fly. Then I'd not drown beneath the sorrow of each and every tear I've cried. In half the time it takes to cry, we finally said our last goodbye. My heart can't heal the wonder why. In half the time it takes to cry. countless memories that pass back from my heart and mind. I thought I saw it all so clearly, but now I find I was so blind. And half the time it takes to cry, we finally said our last goodbye. My heart can't heal or wonder why, and half the time it takes to cry. And half the time it takes to cry, we finally said our last goodbye. My heart can't heal or wonder why, and half the time it takes to cry, and half the time it takes to cry.
Well, thank you so much. This is Johnny, my husband. I'll tell you a little bit more about him a little bit later. But, and yeah, now we put him off. And Scott Freeman and I, we have a project called Freeman and Williams. And that's how it's just the three of us. Scott plays mandolin and fiddle on the project, and we don't have a banjo on it. But
it's a very tasteful project.
Yeah.
Without the banjo, yeah.
Well, you're a gentlemanly banjo player to admit that, Edwin. But then Edwin and Scott, like you said, they've been friends for many years, and they've played a lot of music together, and they recorded a project called Siamese Cousins, and they didn't invite me and Johnny to be on it, so they paid us back. But anyway, we're going to be doing a lot of songs from both of those projects tonight, and I think this is one that's on the Siamese Cousins, isn't it?
Yeah. One of the fun things as a clawhammer or banjo player is to do bluegrass tunes, so this is one of them.
That's a little number called the Dixie Breakdown. Now I'm going to tell you about this handsome guitar player over here. On Sunday, Mother's Day, we'll be celebrating our 22nd wedding anniversary. Yes, I think we each deserve a big round of applause for putting up with each other for that long. But No, he is. I tell you, it's a real blessing when you can enjoy your personal life and your work life and your entire life with your soulmate. And that God has blessed me to be able to do that with this gentleman right here. He's an award-winning singer and songwriter and just an award-winning husband as far as I'm concerned. Would you make welcome Mr. Johnny Williams?
Thank you. How am I going to follow that up?
I'm sucking up for a big gift on Sunday, see.
John Henry was a little bitty boy sitting on his papa's knee. He picked up a hammer and he hit a piece of steel. Said the hammer gonna be the death of me. Hammer gonna be the death of me. John Henry went up on a mountain. Lord, he looked down on the other side. The mountain was so tall, John Henry was so small. He laid down his hammer and he cried. Laid down his hammer and he cried. Now every Monday morning when the bluebirds begin to sing, if you get far enough away from that hill, you can hear that old hammer ring. You can hear that old hammer ring. Thank you very much. That's a little bit different version of a song y'all might know. I tell the story, I used to do a lot of folk song contests, and I was at Gail's one year, and there's about 3 people ahead of me go out on stage. And this guy walked by, and I used to do Dream of a Miner's Child all the time. This guy said, I guess you're going to do that same old song again this year, ain't you? I thought, no, I ain't. So I ran up behind the tent and figured that out and did that, and it went pretty well. So we included that on our Freeman and Williams project. I'll try to tell you a little bit about this lady. She's already told you the best part, for me anyhow. We have been married for a while, and but she's truly an award-winning, gifted musician and singer. She's actually the current Spigma Female Vocalist of the Year for 2012-2013. In the traditional category, and I'm proud of her. That's 3 out of the last 5 years. So she's been putting on the dog, and she's a former Virginia State champion female vocalist. She's a winner of the Chris Austin Songwriting Contest at Merle Fest, and also the International Acoustic Music Awards. She won the bluegrass division of that. All in the same year with the same song, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to do a song that's off. I had the pleasure of being a producer and putting together a project last year called Close Kin. And we had 29 of the region, Southern Virginia region, bluegrass and old-time people, from Adam Steppy to Jeanette all the way down to old Mr. Edwin over there. And we had a great crew and put out a bunch of good songs. And this is a song that's on that project. And Jeanette does a great job. So how about from Danville, Virginia, Spigma reigning female vocalist of the year, Miss Jeanette Williams.
Thank you. boy, there's coal dust in his veins. Down into the deep, dark earth and ne'er return again. Oh, I'm bound for to leave this old mountain. Oh, I'm bound far away, far away. I'll not stay and marry you and be a miner's wife. Clean and scrub that black coal dust and live for all my life. Oh, I'm bound for to leave this old mountain. Oh, I'm bound far away, far away. Buried in that mountain deep beneath 10 tons of coal lies my darling, one true love, whose baby boy I hold. Oh, I'm bound for to leave this old mountain. Oh, I'm bound far away, far away. I'll not stay and raise your child to be a coal miner. Follow you into the mine, home on angel's wings. Oh, I'm bound for to leave this old mountain. Oh, I'm bound far away, far away. Boy, there's coal dust in his veins. Down into the deep, dark earth and never return again. Oh, I'm bound for to leave this old mountain. Oh, I'm bound far away, far away. Yeah, I'm bound for to leave this old mountain. Yeah, I'm bound far away, far away.
And down there on the end, our special guest tonight, he's no stranger to the music scene. He's actually quite a unique type banjo player. I've never seen anyone else other than the lady that he taught to play that plays his style of clawhammer banjo, and it was appealing to me the first time I saw him when I was a little bitty boy and he was up playing. And he's a lot older than he looks. But he moved out west for a few years, and I was just tickled to death when I heard he came back to Virginia. And he's a super talented gentleman and a great musician and a great singer and songwriter and all those good things. How about a big hand for Mr. Edwin Lacey from Radford, Virginia?
Thank you. These next couple of songs, we're going to honor two of my banjo heroes, one of which is Butch Robbins. He has played with a lot of groups through the years. Butch is a great bluegrass banjo player, very innovative. He played with Bill Monroe as one of the bluegrass boys. He was in the early years of Newgrass revival. Bela Fleck once said that if Butch had had the marketing that he needed and the promotion that he needed back in the 70s, that he, Bela Fleck, would not have had a career. So that's the kind of accolades that Butch has gotten through the years. This is one that he wrote that I always thought would sound beautiful on with a clawhammer banjo, and he and I and Scott had the privilege of putting this one on our Two Chairs No Waiting CD. It's called Rural Retreat.
It's pretty sweet, ain't it? That's a great song for you.
Thank you so much. This is one that, and I don't know of anybody who doesn't claim this fellow among his favorite banjo players and favorite musicians, period. And it's Mr. John Hartford. It's probably the best known song that he wrote, and I'm honored to share it with you this evening. It's called Gentle on My Mind. It's knowing that your door is always open, your path's free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. It's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words or bonds, the ink stains that have dried along some line. That keeps you in the back roads by the rivers of my memory, keeps you ever gentle on my mind. And it's not clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on their columns now that binds me, or something that somebody said because they thought we fit together walking. It's just knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiving. Walk along some railroad track and find that you're waving from the back roads by the rivers of my memory. Hours just been along my mind. Although the wheat fields and the clotheslines and the graveyards and the highways come between us, some other woman crying to her mother, she turned and I was gone. But I still might run in silence, tears of joy might stain my face, the summer sun might burn me till I'm blind. But not to where I cannot see you waving from the back road, rivers flowing gentle on my mind. I dipped my cup of soup back from the gluten cracking cauldron in some train yard. My beard roughened and coal piled and dirty hat pulled low across my face. I threw cupped hands round a tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find that you're waving from the back roads, the rivers of my memory, ever smile, ever gentle on my mind.
That's right, pretty, Edwin. Sometimes when we go out and play, I have folks ask me what this is that I'm playing. And I always tell them that it's really good for ironing pants, pant legs, and sleeves, but it's not much good for much else. Now, this is an NS Designs electric upright bass. I do have a big old K that's about this big and takes up more room than me and all my shoes in the car. So this bass folds up and, it goes in a real small little package, and we can just travel, just throw it in the back of a compact car and take off down the road, and plays so easy, and I love it. So thanks to the folks at Ned Steinberger Designs up in Maine for making these basses. If any of you folks are interested in them, then I'll be glad to let you look at this one or tell you all everything I know about them. I know that they're good to travel with, and they're good to play, and that's what it is. It's not really an ironing board.
Tears will fall each time you leave me. My heart will break each time you take your love away. Those days are gone, yeah, you best believe me. If you walk out this time, you're walking out to stay. I don't think I'll cry, and I won't be blue, no. I won't be wasting my time waiting here for you. Next time you walk out my arch door, you won't be welcome here no more. I'll find some other love waiting when we're through. It'd be so hard to try and talk it over. After all this time of saying we are through, we spend apart much more time than we're together. And I've been left behind too many times by you. I don't think I'll cry, and I won't be blue, no. I won't be wasting my time waiting here for you. Next time you walk out my arch door, you won't be welcome here no more. I'll find some other love waiting when we're through. I don't think I'll cry, and I won't be blue, no. I won't be wasting my time waiting here for you. Next time you walk out my arch door, you won't be welcome here no more. I'll find some other love waiting when we're through. I'll find some other love waiting when we're through. Well, thank y'all very much. This is a beautiful, I assume this was a church at one time, or is it still an active church? Or? This is a beautiful place. Just the acoustics are so great. And so we did this song. Jeanette and I go to she's gone there for a long time, in a little small country church that's got about 6 pews on both sides. They're real small and out in the middle of the country, and they used to do this song a lot there. And when we recorded, she wanted to change it around a little bit, and her and the engineer, Mr. Wesley Easter, got together and kind of came up with this arrangement, and she just knocked the socks off of it. We have it recorded on Freeman and Williams, and this is one called I Surrender All.
I surrender all to Jesus. I surrender all to Him. I freely give. I will ever love and trust Him in His presence daily live. I surrender. I surrender all to Thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all. make me Savior wholly thine, to fill me with thy Holy Spirit, truly know that thou art mine. I surrender. I surrender all to thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all to Jesus. I surrender, Lord. I give myself to thee. Fill me with thy love and power. Let thy blessing fall on me. I surrender. I surrender all to thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all. I surrender. I surrender all to thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all. Oh, I surrender all.
Thank you so much. And you know, sometimes I forget that, but it does make things a lot easier when we surrender them all to Him.
I'd love to thank the sound man. Man, it sounds
Yeah.
great in
Thank
here.
you, buddy. We
We'll
appreciate you a
take
lot.
him on the road
Yeah.
with us. We rolled up into a place, and this guy come out and unloaded the truck, and he had enough stuff to fill up that whole room. And I said, "What's all that?" He said, "Well, I got a rock band. That's what we do all the time." I said, "Oh, Lordy, we're in for it," and we were. Here's a song that's on Scott's and Edwin's CD projects. A little bit different. It's a different side of Scott that we got to see. You learn things about folks when you listen to the songs that they write
Or travel with them.
and travel with them. And he don't look like a reggae guy, but he got into this one pretty good. But he's
I'm a
a,
Rastafarian, man.
like I say, he can play anything, any way you want to play it. It don't matter. Just tell him what key and hum it, and he'll play it. So he'll have to tell you what the name of it is. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'll mess it up sure as well.
It's called Bowl St. Croix.
It sounds easy enough.
Edwin had a hat one time on his honeymoon. He come back and it said Bowl St. Croix, and I like that title. So. 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, man. Well, y'all remember Crystal Gail? You know, Loretta Lynn's little sister who had the really long hair. Well, I just got my hair cut recently. It wasn't quite as long as hers, but it was kind of long. But we recorded one of her songs on our Freeman and Williams project. So we're going to do that one for you right now, one called I'm on That Wrong Road Again. I can't seem to learn not to love you. You get to me every time. You're someone I just can't say no to. And you're so good at changing my mind. Here I go down that wrong road again, going back where I've already been. Even though I know where it will end, here I go down that wrong road again. Tell by the web that you're weaving, you and your soft, easy lies. Before I stop to think I'm believing, and I'm falling for you one more time. Here I go down that wrong road again, going back where I've already been. Even though I know where it will end, down that wrong road again. Here I go down that wrong road again, going back where I've already been. Even though I know where it will end, here I go down that wrong road again. Here I go down that wrong road again. How about a fiddle tune? Yeah. Yeah, show them that you actually do play fiddle. I wasn't just crazy when I said that you were playing fiddle earlier. Good. Since I don't know, you
This is a song Ed and myself recorded years ago with a group we were in, and we're still playing some called, believe it or not, Skeeter and the Skid Marks is the name of the group. All started as a big joke, and but by the time we thought it was going to run its course, it was 9 years later. So, but this is this on the second project we cut or the first? The first project. This is a tune called "Off to California," and our first show was in California, so it's kind of fitting.
Told you he could play the fiddle. Edwin, would you favor us with another selection?
I'd be happy to.
All right.
This is a Marshall Wilburn tune called Little Black Pony, and it's for anybody who ever had a little pony when they were little, or ever wanted one. It's a good little story. I was a little boy, I had no time for ceremony. All I wanted was to see the world from the back of a little black pony, from the back of a little black pony. Now Mr. Lee lived across the street, had a daughter by age named Joni. Summertime we'd build us a boat and sail to the Highland Coney. We'd sail to the Highland Coney. There used to be a medicine man to come around, and everybody called him a phony. I thought I was a king when I heard him ring a big bell on a little black pony. He was riding on a little black pony. I said, oh, mister, what can I give you? Haven't got much money, but I'll do anything, even try to sing. You let me have that pony, I gotta have it, a little black pony. Well, he said, son, learn to play the banjo while the whole tune's happy and lonely. I'll be back this way someday. You can have that pony. You can have that little black pony. Well, the old man, he never came back, but I never once thought he was a phony. Guess he must have realized he couldn't do without that pony. Couldn't live without the little black pony. Mr. Lee moved away and got a job in the city that's the last I saw of Johnny. But I can't forget those cardboard boats, and I still love the little black pony. I still love the little black pony.
Thank you. On the project we did, we finished it, and we got a call from a couple out in Savannah, Georgia, who was doing a film. And they said, we love your CD. Can we use it for a short film we're doing? And we're scouting it out to all the independent films. And you can actually see it some on the internet. It's called Until the Dust Settles. And it's a story of an immigrant family moving from New York City out to California and their trip. And this song is on the soundtrack, and we were tickled to have them put it on here. And it's one of Edwin's originals called Vulture Peak.
Vulture Peak. Now that sounds ominous, doesn't it? Now that's a good tune there, Edwin. I like that one. I enjoyed playing that. Well, we will remind you that we do have our CDs set up downstairs, where there's Freeman and Williams, there's Siamese Cousins, and we also each probably have some solo projects. Johnny has a solo project, and so I have a solo project that was, both of ours was released in 2008. And the legendary George Jones that we just lost sang a duet with me on the title cut of my record. And it's a true story that Tom T. and Dixie Hall wrote about a little girl out in Nashville who gave her own personal hope chest for the relief, the Hurricane Katrina relief effort. And so in honor of that little girl and that George donated his time, we always donate a portion of album proceeds to the American Red Cross to help with continuing disaster relief. And I know Scott has some solo projects, and we also have some of the Close Kin, which we're all on, and that features bluegrass and old-time music together. So I'm sure we've got something that you like. Just come on by.
We'll make you a promise. If you buy the CD and don't like it, you can send it back, and we'll send you something we don't like. How's that?
before I forget it, I'd like to thank Dennis Frost. I know he couldn't be here tonight, but he was instrumental, I think, in getting us here, and we really appreciate that. So I think we got time, I say, for a couple more. This is one off the Close Kin CD, and it's probably my favorite song on there. Martha Scanlon tune, and Jeanette and Scott do the vocals on this one. It's just a beautiful song. I know it's another slower type song, but it's worth staying here and listening to. One called Little Bird of Heaven.
I lit out from your back door, kicked an old can 50 miles or more. Written right there on the side of the can, there's a little bird of heaven right here in your hand. I looked up and I looked back, walked 100 miles on the railroad track. All I can tell from where I stand, there's a little bird of heaven right here in your hand. Well, love, they tell me it's a fragile thing. It's hard to fly on broken wings. I lost my ticket to the promised land. Little bird of heaven right here in your hand. So toss it up or pass it round. Pay no mind to what you're carrying around. Keep it close, hold it while you can. There's a little bird of heaven right here in your hand. And fallen leaves, starlings light on the broken trees. I find we all need a place to land. There's a little bird of heaven right here in your hand. So toss it up or pass it round. Pay no mind to what you're carrying around. Keep it close, hold it while you can. There's a little bird of heaven right here in your hand. So toss it up or pass it around. Pay no mind to what you're carrying around. Keep it close, hold it while you can. There's a little bird of heaven right here in your hand.
Thank you so much. I started this band back in 1998. And, no, I'm sorry, 1989. I'm sorry, I get it right. And I did start in 88. Yeah, you came along in 1989. Yes. But we've played just about every state in the United States and all over Canada and 5 different foreign countries. But as hard as I tried, this is the first time we've ever played in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I'm glad we waited till tonight. So. I just never could find a date of anybody down here that would be willing to have us. So I appreciate y'all taking a chance on us. We've had a super time, just a great audience. And as I mentioned before, the sound couldn't be any better. And we really appreciate that as musicians and singers. And I know the sound man knows what we're talking about. We really do thank you for that. You made the show worth coming to. So how about one more time from Radford, Virginia, Mr. Edwin Lacey. Woodlawn, Virginia, Mr. Scott Freeman. And the reason I got to travel all over the world, my lovely wife from Danville, Virginia, Miss Jeanette Williams.
The talented and handsome Johnny Williams.
Thank y'all for coming out. when your troubles are like mine, Lord. See, when your troubles are like mine. I'm going where the climate suits my clothes. Going where the climate suits my clothes. I'm going where the climate suits my clothes. Pain in my heart, nobody knows, Lord. Pain in my heart, nobody knows. Thanks, folks. Y'all have a good evening. Wow, thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
We're glad to see you all are having as much fun as we are. Thank you.
I wanted Johnny to sing one, and he wants me to sing one, so we're having a fight. You know how us married couples are.
Well, Scott made a decision. He wants to do, it ain't on our project, but this is the only song that I know of that Hank Williams and Bill Monroe wrote together. And two of my favorites, especially Hank.
So we're both going to sing it. Hey, we both win.
Y'all like kind of bluesy tunes? You can dance if you want to. We don't care. We don't have this recorded, but we've been doing it for a long time. I won't say how many years, but we always enjoy doing it. And Scott's does some great picking on it. So here's one. If y'all know it, you can sing along with us, because I'm out of breath. One called Blue and Lonesome Too. still of the night, in the pale moonlight, the wind still moans and cries. Well, these lonesome blues I just can't lose. I'm blue and I'm lonesome too. Well, when I hear that whistle blow,
I wanna pack a suitcase and hold
the lonesome sound of the train go by makes me won't stop and cry. Well, these lonesome blues I just can't lose. I'm blue and I'm lonesome too. Yeah, I'm blue and I'm lonesome too. Thank you, folks. Y'all have a good evening.
Thank you. God bless you. Thanks to the Charlotte Folk Society for having us out. God bless you, folks. We love you.